Welcome to This Explainer. It's wild to think about, but picture this. Two families, both earning the exact same salary today. Yet, fast forward 20 years, and one of them is completely, totally financially free, while the other, well, they're still stuck in that grueling paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. The crazy part is the difference isn't luck. It's definitely not a lottery win. It really just comes down to a ruthless, simple intentionality with their money. Let's get into it. Let's look at Family A and Family B. Both of these households bring in exactly $80,000 a year. Now, they both work hard, right? And obviously, they both want a great future for their kids. But setting this baseline right off the bat is absolutely crucial because it proves a major point. A high income doesn't automatically equal wealth. It's actually what you do with that income that dictates your future. The real contrast here is in their daily choices. Take Family A. They're basically living purely for today. Every time they get a raise, boom, it's a lifestyle upgrade. We're talking luxury SUVs, the brand new smartphones every year, designer clothes. To the neighbors, their driveway looks highly successful, but behind the scenes, their investment accounts are totally empty. Then you have Family B. They are building for tomorrow. They follow this relentless underlying philosophy. Buy assets before luxuries. So they take any extra money and deploy it, maybe into a side business, a rental property, or even just improving their own marketable skills. To really grasp how this compounds over time, you've got to look at every dollar you earn as a tiny employee just sitting there waiting for your instructions. Jump ahead those 20 years, and Family A's hard work has literally vanished into ongoing expenses and consumer debt. Meanwhile, Family B, they've built an entire army of these tiny employees, and they're working around the clock. Their rental properties paying them every single month. That side business has scaled up, and their investments are quietly generating passive future income. Section 1. The Orchard and the Snack. Principles of Opportunity Cost. Okay, think about this simple mental model. Imagine someone hands you a pouch of magic seeds. Now, you could grind them up for a quick, delicious snack right now. Sure, you get that immediate gratification, but that's it. The resource is gone forever. Or you could plant them. See, choosing the snack means you are literally consuming the entire future fruit orchard those seeds could have grown into. An orchard that would give you shade, hundreds of pieces of fruit, and timber for decades to come. And this brilliantly illustrates opportunity cost. In your financial life, your dollars are those seeds. Choosing the quick snack, like financing a luxury car or putting a lavish vacation on a credit card, is a direct vote against your future wealth. You're not just spending the money, you are killing the asset it could have become down the line. Section 2. The Asset First Rule. Building wealth through intentional purchasing. So to get out of that liability trap, we need the Asset First Rule. And it's beautifully simple. Whenever you get a bonus, maybe a tax refund, or really just any extra cash, just pause. Before a single dime leaves your account, ask yourself this one incredibly powerful question. Can I use part of this money to buy or build an asset before I spend the rest? It is, hands down, the ultimate way to pay your future self first. Now, there's this massive misconception out there that you have to be rich to buy assets. But an asset doesn't have to be like a multi-million-dollar apartment complex. Actually, most self-made millionaires will tell you their wealth came from small, consistent investments. Even something as simple as grabbing a personal finance book, opening up a retirement account, or investing in a decent laptop for freelance work, those quietly create massive opportunities for years to come. Every large portfolio has to start with just one first asset, right? Section 3. The 5-question test. Your tool for intentional choices. Let's turn this into an actionable framework. Question 1 forces some brutal honesty. Does this solve a real need or just satisfy a temporary one? Look, needs keep your life running. Wants usually just feed the ego. Buying a reliable, fuel-efficient commuter car to get to work, that's a genuine need. But a luxury SUV with massive monthly payments? Yeah, that's a temporary want wearing the disguise of a need. Question 2 shifts our focus to the potential return. Will this purchase increase my income or my opportunities? Honestly, sometimes the best wealth-building purchases are completely unglamorous. Things like a certification course, professional tools, learning a new skill online. They might not give you that immediate dopamine rush, but they systematically expand your earning potential over the long haul. Okay, question 3 is an absolute lifesaver. What will this cost me after I buy it? Never, ever stop at the initial price tag. Liabilities love to disguise themselves with hidden, ongoing cash flow drains. When you buy a house or a car, you got to factor in maintenance, insurance, expensive repairs, interest rates, the whole shebang. Owning the liability almost always bleeds your wallet for years after the day you actually bought it. Question 4 brings us right back to those magic seeds we talked about. What am I giving up by spending this money? Every choice has a silent trade-off. If you drop, say, $1,000 on designer clothing today, you're not just losing $1,000. You are giving up the compounded growth that exact same money could have earned over decades if it had just been placed in a solid investment portfolio. And finally, question 5. Will I still be happy with this purchase 5 years from now? This one is great because it cuts right through the noise, separating lasting value from fleeting excitement. High-quality equipment for your side business? Yeah, that'll probably still be generating income for you half a decade from now. Upgrading to the absolute newest smartphone every single year? That usually gives you zero lasting utility once the initial hype dies down and you realize, well, it basically has the exact same camera anyway. Section 4, your 7-day wealth challenge, putting it into practice. Let's pull all of this together. Assets build wealth, while liabilities constantly drain it. The wealthy intentionally buy their assets first, and then they let those assets eventually pay for their luxuries later. True wealth is almost never an overnight phenomenon. It's a marathon. It's built on thousands of small, sometimes boring decisions made consistently over a lot of years. So here is your challenge for the next 7 days. Keep a simple note on your phone. Right before you make any purchase, ask yourself this exact question. Is this purchase helping me build wealth, maintain my lifestyle, or just satisfying a temporary desire? And hey, don't judge yourself for what you choose to buy right now, just observe. Building that awareness is the absolutely crucial first step to rewiring your financial brain. I want you to keep this extraordinarily powerful thought in mind as you make your daily choices over the coming week. Every purchase is a vote for the financial future you want to create. Because the reality is, every single dollar you spend is casting a vote for the world you and your family are going to live in 20 years from now. Choose your votes wisely. You now have the framework to really start building up that asset column. But, this raises a final, deeply provocative question. Why is it that some people making massive 6-figure salaries still struggle week to week, while people with super modest incomes quietly get rich? Well, the secret lies in one concept: cash flow. And that is exactly what we're going to unravel in our next explainer. See you then.